Calvary has been a presence in the Batavia community actually since 1842, but it wasn't until 1855 that we became an official congregation of the Diocese of Illinois at the time, and later, as we now know it, the Diocese of Chicago. The first church was destroyed by a tornado around 1857. The congregation met in rented facilities for the period of time until John Van Noordwijk built the church in 1879 at the cost of $12,000. And then it was given as a gift by John Van Noordwijk and his wife to the Diocese of Chicago and to the parish. And the building was consecrated on the first weekend of July in 1881 by Bishop McLaren. So everything that we have in the church, the vessels, the vestments, the decorations, the windows, everything that is in the church is a gift from the parishioners, either given as memorials or as acts of thanksgiving, or have been able to be purchased by people's generosity over the years. Calvary has been a fixture in Batavia and has been very much a part of the community. In 1922, the first building addition onto the church was what today we call the Memorial Hall and all that's connected with it, built at the cost of $18,000. Bonds were issued to parishioners, but also to Batavians outside the parish to cover the cost of the project, and the building was then frequently called the Community House, since many groups other than those related to Calvary used it. It became the scene of parish dinners, annual meetings, luncheons for civic organizations, also a place for recitals and plays. Children's parties, dances, club meetings, card parties were among its many social uses. And on election day, it oftentimes became a polling place. In 1940, our present church was renovated to give it the appearance that we know today. The original plaster and metal ceiling was removed, choir benches were rearranged, the crucifix was hung at the chancel arch. The memorial choir rail and pulpit, tabernacle, and sanctuary light and placement of new lighting fixtures in stained glass in the long hidden round window near the southwest corner of the nave took place at that time. In 1967, the third phase of building addition went on with the fundraising drive to raise $120,000 to build the educational wing, where the classrooms, the offices, and the rector's hall and the kitchen are found today. Since 1967, we've continued with necessary maintenance and updating to the church and the rectory. And in 2005, we commissioned an architectural study to identify possible improvements to our worship space. And the importance of this project was the identification of critical areas that needed to be addressed, such as the roof, tuck pointing of the foundation and walls, and other items that we have yet to address.
Major repairs were completed, and we have continued to attend to typical maintenance items at the rectory and church. Some of the repairs included safety issues, such as the large tree removal that threatened our sanctuary window.
Future projects are necessary at the rectory and our church. They range from the restoration of our windows to boiler replacement.
As you can see, the list is extensive, yet not exhaustive. We have already addressed the rectory roof and will be starting the repair to the boiler before the cold weather begins. While we have identified items that have come to our attention, such as the repairs to the organ, we will continue to update the list to keep our church safe and inviting. Our current resources have been sufficient to meet many of the repairs we have completed, but we need to replenish our capital funds to continue our efforts and to have a reserve to meet unanticipated repairs.
A member of our parish graciously funded a window assessment. The results revealed that one of the most precious treasures of our church, our windows, is in desperate need of repair.
Our congregation has been blessed with individuals who have contributed generously to some of our needs, but our future success depends on everyone's support.
Our Memorial Foundation was established in 1977 with an initial gift of over $200,000. Over the last 35 years, the capital and interest growth in the initial gift has enabled us to fund projects totaling over $800,000. However, by the time the last major repairs were completed, the balance in the fund had dropped for the first time under $200,000, necessitating a drawing down of the unrestricted special funds account.
Our capital campaign goal is $250,000 to be raised over 3 years. Every parishioner will receive an invitation on how you can participate to meet our goal.
Our annual stewardship campaign will run concurrently with the capital fund drive. The annual budget for our operating expenses, such as utilities, salaries, supplies, and insurance, is projected to be $250,000. The vestry will continue to explore every option to contain and reduce our expenses.
How can you participate? Pray. Pledge or donate. Trust.
We've asked all of our parishioners and friends of our parish to pray, to pledge, and to trust. As we say, we want to honor our past and as well as secure our future. Calvary exists because of God's call. We are called to be one of the signs of Christ's presence in the midst of this community, with an outreach that goes beyond the boundaries of Batavia, around our communities that surround us, as well as into the whole world. And we want this to continue. We want to continue to be faithful to Christ's call to us, to be another sign of His loving, caring, and compassionate presence. Your pledging, your faithfulness in prayer, and your trusting in the Lord's love and goodness in your own lives will help to secure our future ministry and the presence of this parish to remind all in this community that God loves us and that the Lord is here to serve us, to give us life, to give us hope, to give us salvation. So thank you, and God bless you.